Next one, for our sample problem 7, we have a 3-meter long suppressed weir and 1.25-meter high is underhead of 0.7 meters. Now determine the rate of flow of the water over the weir if it is sharp crested. For part B, if the water downstream is 0.32 meters above the top of the weir, determine the flow rate of water over the weir. Okay. So for part A, we have a suppressed weir or that's a rectangular weir na meron daw crest height na 1.25, meron siyang H na 0.7. So let me draw it first. Okay, let's say ito yung cross-section ng ating channel. So wala namang binanggit na contraction. So it is a simple na rectangular weir. And then nandito yung water niya. So it has a crest height na 1.25 meters and then head na 0.7 meters. So una, for part A, tinatanong determine the flow rate if it is a sharp crested. So for discharge Q, this is 2/3 C square root of 2G LH raised to 3/2. Now dito, wala rin namang binanggit na value ng wear factor. So commonly, di ba, ina-assume natin na siya ay Francis formula. Kaya nga lang, pinagkaiba dito, it is indicated na sharp-crested siya. So we need to use the formula ng sharp-crested kasi from our table, meron tayong formula ng C or coefficient of discharge for a sharp-crested na weir. So yun yung C equal to 0.611 plus 0.075 H over P. So, compute natin yung kanyang C times 0.7 over 1.25. So, ang coefficient of discharge niya, that's around 0.653. Okay? So, computing for its discharge, so Q is equal to, dito ko na lang siya idugtong. So, ang Q niya, 2/3, 0.653 square root of 2G, 19.62. Ang length niya is 3 meters. And then, ang kanyang H is 0.7 raised to 3/2. For its discharge, it is equal to 3.388 cubic meter per second. So that's our answer for part A. Now, for part B, tinatanong din naman yung flow rate, kaya nga lang, ang height daw ng water surface downstream ng ating weir is 0.32 above the top or above ng crest natin. So for part B, this is actually a case ng submerged or drowned weir. So next slide na lang tayo. So for part B, ang magiging itsura niya, let's say ito yung channel bottom natin, drawing ko yung side view. Since we have a sharp crested na weir, so dun sa ating upstream side, so ito yung ating water surface and then magkakaroon ka ng flow. So considering a point above or before ng ating weir mismo, so yung total depth natin, this is 1.25 and this is 0.7. Kasi 0.7, ito actually yung ating H1. So ito pa rin yung ating P. Now, considering a point downstream part ng ating weir, so ang naging head, bumaba siya. So, nagkaroon siya ng H2 na equal na lang to 0.32. So, notice the difference, no? Before the weir, 0.7, and then after the weir, 0.32. So, nagkaroon siya ng drawdown. And still, Ang crest height ay hindi naman magbabago, no? So, parehas pa rin na P is equal to 1.25. So, this is a case ng submerge / drowned weir. And for drowned weir, so meron yung formula natin, si Villomonte formula. So, Q prime is equal to Q, quantity ng 1 minus H2 over H1 raised to N. Then, all of this raised to 0.385. So, yung Q na to, yan yung Q na na-compute natin dun kay part A. So, ang tinatanong dito ngayon is yung Q prime. So, substituting, so yung Q natin kanina, that's 3.388 quantity, 1 minus. So, ang ating H2 is the head after the weir or downstream the weir. That's 0.32 minus head upstream, 0.7 raised to, so yung N natin from our slide previously, so N is equal to 3/2 kapag rectangle, and then N is equals to 5/2 kapag triangle. So this is a rectangle naman, so we'll be using value ng N na 3/2. Then all of this raised to 0.385. So we get the value of Q prime to be 2.938 cubic meter per second. So ito lang ang pinagkaiba, no, kapag siya ay drowned weir. So ang i-compute is Q prime. Pero you still need the original value ng Q kapag hindi siya submerged. Okay, so this is our answer for this problem.